Senator Andriaghi. Senator Blazin Brown, present by proxy. Mr. Barat. Senator Barat.
Here.
Senator Cheslak.
Present.
Senator DiVirgilio.
Here.
Senator Fang. Senator Fang. Senator Ippolito.
Present.
Senator Jeng. Senator Jeng. Senator Jordan Arnett. Senator Kumar.
Present.
Senator Lakshmanan. Senator Lakshmanan. Senator Lamborghino.
Present.
Senator Lee, present by proxy. Mr. Justiniano.
Here.
Senator Mealy.
Present.
Senator Meow.
Present.
Senator Peterson. Senator Peterson. PPT Pomeroy.
Present.
Senator Scomiao.
Here.
Senator Said. Senator Said. Senator Walsh, present by proxy. Mr. Ikochia.
Present.
Senator Wilkinson.
Here.
Senator Williams.
Present.
President McCarr. Executive Vice President El Rossi. Treasurer Michaud. VP Chung. VP Chung. VP Myers. VP Pasha.
Here.
VP Adelson. VP Adelson.
Before we move to the next item on the agenda, I just have a couple of announcements. Mary needs your office hours sent to her so that the front desk staff can have it and the students come in and ask for them. Also, today a bunch of proposals were approved. Senator's project proposals were approved. Those are now on the USG drive. It's going to be your last name in brackets, kind of like your topic, so that anybody from the public who's going on kind of like easy steer through the different meetings that we're covering. Those of you who were not unfortunately approved, just have them into me by Monday. And we'll move on. So the approval of last meeting's minutes. Are there any motions?
Second.
Is there any debate? No debate? Seeing none, we'll go to a roll call on the motion to approve last meeting's minutes.
Proxy Barat.
Yes.
Senator Barat.
Yes.
Senator Cheslak.
Yes.
Senator DiVirgilio.
Yes.
Senator Ippolito.
Aye.
Senator Jeng.
Yes.
Senator Kumar.
Yes.
Senator Lamborghino.
Aye.
Proxy Justiniano.
Aye.
Senator Mealy.
Aye.
Senator Meow.
Yes.
PPT Pomeroy.
Aye.
Senator Scomiao.
Yes.
Proxy Ikochia.
Yes.
Senator Wilkinson.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
Aye.
Vote of 16-0-0, the motion passes. Moving on to the next item on the agenda, the Appropriations Act, presented by Treasurer Michelle.
So does everyone have a copy of the Appropriations Act and all the supplemental documentation? You don't?
Let's go.
All right, so all the funds on this list did not fund, two? Okay, so in the financial bylaws, it says that if you don't use your USG funds for at least one event in each semester, you're supposed to lose your line budget status. The financial bylaws are quoted directly on the page in the findings section. I also included, with the clubs here, and they didn't fund any events that semester. I included all of the dates that mass emails were sent out to all the different clubs. You'll know on October 23rd that there was directly quoted from the email that you guys also all have copies of. That it's that the most common mistakes in past years include not using your funds for an event each semester, which was underneath the subsection labeled like losing line budget status. Each of these clubs, they were all responsible for submitting a signature card. You have to be able to get on campus sign. On the signature card, you have to sign off that they read like the financial bylaws, knew the industry policies, etc. They were all 4 e-board members. In order to be able to use their funds, they were also required to attend the leadership conference. In the beginning of the fall semester, I hosted 17 of them to try and make sure that everybody was able to go. So we also have records of attendance from that. Each of the clubs were also responsible for taking a quiz during it. On the quiz, one of the questions was like, what can happen if you don't know the USG policies and procedures, university policies and procedures, etc. And we have the results from all the quizzes that people took as well. Most of them at least included that they would lose line budget status, so they acknowledged that they were aware of that. This isn't the first year this rule's been around. This is actually the 4th year that's been in effect. And there's also a detailed breakdown or a summary page for each club that's listed throughout the document. Just basic action items of, which emails that club explicitly received, whether or not that club was one of the ones that actually submitted signature cards, etc. So the total amounts listed for each club that they were given for this year, the total appropriation, is listed under section 3 in appropriation, and the total amount could sum up to be $42,266 that I recommend to be added to the grant pool. Assistance be added to the grant pool. So if these clubs aren't going to be able to use their budget, I think that money should be allocated at least to other clubs so that it's still being used for clubs and student activities. So with that, several of the clubs I see them are here today. So we're going to go through an alphabetical order, and a couple of the budget committee centers will actually be representatives in the budget. So we'll start with Asian American Journal.
Yes, just gonna move to the one of the speakers.
By proxy, to give.
Are there any objections? Seeing none, the motion passes.
So that means that you guys cannot come up here from the American Journal. Do you want them to come up here?
Well, so
I'm the unofficial alumni advisor to the Asian American Journal. And in part, what happened this semester, I'm to blame for. I had said that I would talk to Catherine. They had an event, they had an open house. Because it was held immediately after the club fair, there was no time to put through vouchers and things like that. They normally hold an event with the Asian American e-zine called the Capobianco Social in the fall. That's their only event. They print, they don't do events. Okay? They only do one a semester because of the regulations. Because the Asian American e-zine wasn't funded, they decided to hold it in the spring instead of fall because the prior year they had paid for the whole entire thing. And I was going to talk to her and see if there was some way to get around this or do something else, or then they could have just a little $25, another open house.
What if we pass around the journal?
Sure. These are old ones, and the reason I brought them is because in the old days, the budget for AAJ was $8,000. There were 4,000 copies each semester. And now it's less than 2,000. All I really wanted is to be able to print one journal this semester. It costs about $2,000 to print 1,000 copies. Their budget was reduced this year, so the thing, if they do events, they don't even have the money to do a journal. That's really all they're asking for, is to let them be able to publish just one journal for this semester, for the year.
Yeah, so for our club members, we've been working on this issue, and we just really want to print for this spring. It would mean a lot if we can get it printed.
The CA president, vice president, secretary are all returning members of the same position. What event did you guys hold in the fall last year?
We held the cabinet social where we invite other clubs to a gathering, and we just have food and drinks. What was your other question?
Why did you hold it again?
Usually we'll hold it with another club called AED, which they didn't get their budget this last fall semester. So we decided that if they do get their budget back during the spring, we can hold events better.
Are you aware that you are supposed to solely host at least one usually budget event? It's not like you responsible.
That's not only
At the budget committee meeting, you mentioned that the money that you had in budget was to picking up all the journals, but it wasn't clear whether that you were going to hold the spring had the budget. So what was the
for the spring, we usually hold a graduation ceremony for the seniors who are graduating, and we just celebrate.
I just want to, when they say that, you think it's like AAJ seniors. It's not. It's all the seniors from all the Asian organizations on campus, and Wong Center Architect gives out awards and things like that.
So, you are aware that you did sign the signature card. You stated you had agreed to the non-scholars that you were supposed to meet at the company, right?
Yes, I have some.
And, fair question, do you guys actually meet the ballots? The ballots that you were supposed to meet, including some of the signature cards, were you actually read?
Yes, we did. And we took the quiz during the leadership conference, and we paid attention and we did that.
Proxy Vestiano.
we know which sport, but
Washington, Senator Palmer.
Yeah, just wondering, when you said it's kind of like, about the opinion, was that, although there was a subdivision semester in terms of that they were working with, the team, that on the one hand, the fact that there would need to be a single solely rather than co-sponsor, along with the fact that although there was miscommunication, there were also, since there was a semester that happened a lot of times that could be remedied later on, and especially the fact that we felt that this requirement isn't necessarily a difficult one to do. We could even use some of the assemblies with $2 soda, and that would be used in your funds, and that would follow the plan. So that was essentially our thought that, even though there was a miscommunication otherwise, it's still that, the rules are really broken, that it's there for a reason. Therefore.
To answer your question on the quiz, so for those of you who aren't aware, there was a question quiz. The scores were for the first two got 5 out of 6. Secretary 5 out of 6, Treasurer 4 out of 6, and the Vice President got 4 out of 6. Every single score recorded question number 2 correctly as we lost the budget. The question for number 2 was what can happen if we do not abide by university policies, which is financial bylaws, and club constitution, etc.
I understand that they know that they screwed up. I mean, it's not an issue of that they didn't realize that they screwed up. The issue is that they thought that I would do something about it, and it's kind of a hierarchical kind of thing, I said I would, and they thought I would. And yes, it was a mistake for them to rely on me, because I got the email, and it was in October when I got the email, and I said, oh, it's funny trying to do this, my life is crazy, and then I just totally forgot it. By the time I remembered, it was too late to do it.
You are their advisor?
I'm an alumni from Stony Brook, and I'm by default their advisor.
As for clarification, was a reimbursement request you were supposed to pay for?
What I had said to them was, since I had paid for the food at the social, at the open house, I was gonna ask Catherine if we could reimburse me so that they could show that they had an event, or was there some way to put it off until the spring?
That would have been allowed to go through though, because in the financial bylaws section, previous bylaws section.
Oh, I realize that, but if I had done it on time, and then this is why I feel bad, because it's my fault. If I had done it on time, and you had said no, I could have said to them, oh, I did contact the treasurer, and she said you have to do something. And they could have done what I said, like $25 on some soda and cookies. So, which is why I'm here, because I feel responsible.
Foxy, Luciano?
I understand what you're saying. The time are unfortunate still because we try to push student leaders and try to actually goal and get above and get events and programs. And it's very respectful that you're going to take the blame for it. But at the end of the day, still has responsibility.
I did. I understand that. I was in USG when it was polity many, many years ago. My husband was a treasurer. Okay. So I know all of this stuff. If they were the kind of club that did events, then yes, they should, but they're not. They're like, no offense, nerdy writers. They want to put out, they do layout. They don't do events.
Hold on. Foxy, co-chair?
I was just saying, as much as you're the advisor, ultimately, it doesn't look like budget, and then she's fully responsible for all of it. I completely understand that, that you're their unofficial advisor, and then you care about, those groups as a whole, but then the students that actually put in last semester, and this year the students went out with the laws of the municipalities.
What's your phrase for repeating what's what it said? Senator Pomeroy?
I guess you might just clarify that. Again, we said, as one of the things too, that those events is also not very difficult to do, and the work is regulation to have an event without really having to change that.
With you coming in touch with me about reimbursement, they still haven't been the ones that needed to put through the voucher on campus time, as we went through in the leadership conference too.
Senator Peter?
Was the reimbursement ever pre-approved by you that they never submitted it?
No.
Then on a live stream on YouTube.
Everyone's watching.
Just so people know, this camera's doing a live stream to YouTube. Just in the future.
Are there any further questions for the group and or advisor? Yes.
For information, does USG typically go against the sometimes to branch law back that's a really important community club, didn't recognize there's a lot of students that read that, so it's pretty important to the community. So does that factor into our decision? Can we make an exception, or do we simply make an exception?
It's your discretion. You're a senator. You can be scored for your review, so you may be on a personal basis. But at the same time, you do take the context, but there are rules for using criminal license and standards. Yes.
To further answer your question, last year, this process wasn't followed last year, because it didn't go through, it didn't spend money in the fall or the spring. They were immediately cut through spring budget. The year before that, Alan, he went through and did the same thing I'm doing now. And I know that year, I was senior at that point, it was passed to put two options instead of completely cut of it. But at the same time, that year, the rule was only done a cap for students. So I'm sure Director Campbell could elaborate as well.
Yeah, so generally, I think in your cast, it comes down to discretion of the senators as EDPL last year was saying, you guys have the authority to do whatever you want. It's your bylaws, and you get to choose right now what you want to follow. So you can either do what's stated in the bylaws, or you can really decide because 90%, 50%, 10%, whatever you guys feel is appropriate given the situation.
Senator Williams.
I was just saying today we need precedent to set bylaws and draw the time because then why should we have bylaws?
Senator Brock.
I also don't know, I don't feel that it's fair that there are a lot of clubs that don't usually hold events or anything for their own mission statement or whatever, and they still did, and it's not fair to the exceptions for clubs that didn't, another clubs.
Just to clarify, in regard to 17 location, the advisor asked that $1,000 be viable. Just so I can clarify that. Administrative Director Fairmount.
I would just going to suggest, instead of starting getting this mandatory whether how you can follow your own bylaws according to this appropriation act, I would suggest moving forward with each club and hearing each club case, and then once you've heard from all parties involved, consider the bill as a whole.
Are there any further questions for the board? Thank you guys.
Thank you.
So the next item to be discussed is Black Women's Association. Will Senator Williams please lead off?
Just what happened in the meeting, I guess, you come up with, each of you come up, but I'm going to getting the right now. So we met on, I think it was Monday. Where I went to the VP, the Treasurer, the Secretary, and Passion Club, so we came in to that meeting. And there's nothing, they're not having that involved, which is why they did, I believe they did make a voucher at the end of the semester for the events happening in the spring, so that doesn't count. They have been active on campus over fundraising and other types of events. They did start back up on the findings, Captain did send an email saying both county mistakes that on October 3rd, and we will change big scarf between Captain and the club on October 3rd, and then on November 4th, the club was in, all the members on the club, I believe, they did attend the user conference, which they haven't put in the financial bylaws. And I'm for this club in particular, they mentioned that they do have a really big event that they do hold in the spring semester, which does do the majority of their budget. So if this appropriation were to go through, chances of that event happening, which has happened for 37 years, would go down to if the club and everything else.
You guys have anything said, chance to come up. And if you could state your name and your position in the club.
Hello, my name is Bianca. My name is Diana Green, I'm secretary, and I'm just going to pass out some stuff that we've done over this semester. So BW has been around for 37 years, and we did hold events in the fall. We held 5 events, as you can see on the paper that we passed out. We did try to use our campus line this semester for our last event, because it's our biggest event of the semester. It was called Not a Natural Disaster, and it was basically geared towards teaching African American women how to take care of their hair. And we wanted to allocate money to have a raffle. And unfortunately, our secretary's campus line was not working. And you can see in the attachment, the form where it says sign up for voucher is blank. So we, she contacted Catherine No, she contacted Colin and, asked if her campus line could be fixed. It wasn't able to be fixed via email, and it took about a week to actually recognize that it wasn't able to fix during that time. So we went in person, and by the time that her campus line became activated, our event had already passed, and we knew that we couldn't put a reimbursement form because it needs to be done prior to the event. So we thought that once our campus line was activated, we were able to use our campus line for a spring event, and that that voucher got approved. So we thought we were okay. So we came back next semester during the winter time, and it was rejected, saying that we didn't spend money during the fall semester. So we did try to use money. We held 5 events, and we're gonna hold 7 events this semester. So we are active on campus, and we try to keep the campus line, and we're aware of the bylaws. However, it wasn't working, and it couldn't become fixed on time. So.
Senator Barad.
How come it took so long for you to try to get your campus line?
Well, first, the signature card thing. Thinking that USG is very busy all the time, we gave them like leeway in time, but, well, maybe it's just because they're busy. But as it started to become a real issue that we could use our money, I decided to come in and get it done. And then when I came in, it took 2 seconds, so then we confused as to why there's a huge discrepancy.
Wait, can you just clarify on that for minutes? What do you mean by person?
We got used, because USG has to deal with other clubs, not just ours, so when we gave in our signature card, we didn't expect it to just, go through the system instantly. So we gave them leeway.
And just to clarify, we gave them our signature cards multiple times. We gave them our signature cards before the summer started, when we found out who our e-board would be. And my campus line was working, our vice president's campus line was working, our treasurer's campus line was working, and Deanna is very new to the club, so I assumed that hers was also working as well. She was receiving emails, so when we did try to make our event, we just like, her campus line is not working, and we tried to fix it. And we did give enough time for them to fix it, two weeks before our event actually started. However, it took more than 2 weeks to fix it that fixed, so we couldn't use the money for our event, and it was our last event, so we couldn't make another event for that fall semester.
Senator Robertson.
So you had multiple events in semester, you can't find for one of those.
Well, we're Black Women Association, so a lot of our events are held in the fall because, Black History Month is in February, Women's History Month is in March, and our festival, which we have for 37 years, that stemmed from the Civil Rights Movement, was always held in April, the last week of April. So we only chose one event, use money for one event in the fall because our priority is Black History Month, Women's History Month, and our festival.
Roxy Daciano.
I was just want to try to say first, I know it's humanitarian, we recommend that you get the opportunity for 4 weeks and just so there are issues and problems based on time.
Yes, we are in before, so we weren't aware of that. So we assumed that with it being 2 weeks in advance, they'll be able to happen.
Proxy Acochio.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the second time this happened in 3 years in the club.
I'm not sure because I'm a new board member, but as president of this organization, for me it's only happened once, and it wasn't done intentionally.
No, I completely understand, but it's kind of it happened 2 years ago, and we did there's an issue. You were the secretary last year?
I was secretary last year, but only for half of the spring semester.
And you were the treasurer last year, right?
Yeah, for the same time as I was secretary.
And when you guys took positions, did you guys follow the financial bylaws?
Yes.
The
We had
state that, the ones that were violated this month.
Excuse me?
You went over the bylaws that you guys violated the non-members, right?
Yes.
Are you referring to what happened 2 years ago?
No, I'm referring to it when they took the positions.
This year.
They asked if they went over the bylaws that we have in USG. And if you went over them, you would know that you have to vote them in when you use your budget.
Yeah. we tried to use our budget, but as you can see, our campus line wasn't working. It wasn't like we didn't want to. We desperately wanted to have hair care products at our event. We even advertised it in our flyer, but because of the campus line not working, we couldn't do it.
Senator Kennedy?
I think in this case, it's not really that they they didn't violate the bylaws. Like, I mean, they did, but it wasn't intentional. It was a technical issue. I don't think it was intentional at all. And I think that they were just saving money for the last event, and that's what happened for this amount of time.
Treasurer Shaw?
Some clarification for campus fine, the way the process works, each club submits a signature card. So when they submit the signature card, it has an email on it. That email is what I have to put into campus fine in order to get access. So I cannot give access to clubs through an email address if that email address is not linked to an account, which is usually the case. A lot of times too, when the email address is handwritten, it's it's tough to read, so there's something like often wrong with it. So as you can see from the emails, that was a situation that was explained throughout, like since August.
Yeah, I understand that. And initially, when we did do the signature cards before the year started, we noticed that didn't work. Then we gave it another one, and it was correctly written, and it was eligible. And I think Colin emailed the whole board and said that he was still having a problem with putting Diana on the campus line. So with me giving him the signature card 2 times, the problem still wasn't fixed until Diana actually went in person to the office and fixed it. So, and she didn't have a campus line account, so I don't know why it wasn't able to link.
Just so, because of the reference a couple times, what was the
I don't remember off the top of my head, but Colin doesn't have access to even add anything to campus line. So when he takes the signature cards, he reads it, he puts it into my contact sheet. I do it this way just to make sure that even if you're not able to be added to campus line, you're still getting all the emails I send out. So a lot of times when I look to add an email, like as soon as it's on the contact sheet, I usually try to add it. I believe it was the case at that point that you had created an account by the time I tried to add you. It was highlighted that it didn't function, and then when you came in, when we tried it again, they created an account by that point.
Oh no, the account was created prior, and I could prove that was created because she had to go on campus line to show that her campus line was not working. So it was created.
Okay, yeah, it's the email address that was given to me was not working, and I was trying to add it.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't.
Senator Brook? Proxy Luciano?
Just to kind of explain the situation a year ago, I was CSA treasurer. The previous year I used my server's email, but I ended up changing emails over the course of the year. And then my other emails still up with campus line that had no access to the CSA page. But that was something that when we talked with them, I found out pretty much immediately what the issue was, and just made a new account for the other thing. It's something that's really resolved really quick. It's helpful. It's nice that's what I would probably suggest in this situation. But it's kind of counteract the system way from before. I understand this like courses you want to do something events for the spring, but there are students that graduate in the spring and they basically have to do fees too. That's not fair for their money's being spent on nothing.
It wasn't like we weren't trying to spend our money because we're waiting on the spring event. We tried to spend our money on a fall event as well. It wasn't like this is purposely done, like it was accidental.
Just come by, here to speakers list. So if you want to, do vote, just let me know.
And looking at the voucher you passed out, it says that your event is in collaboration with Heritage, an event that you're doing by yourself though. Or with the event has to be done independently of another club going for the account, correct?
Yes. It wasn't like, it was more of like they were trying to put their input because this event was supposed to educate people on hair, and we wanted to have someone to back us up and say, here's the facts. So it wasn't like they were collaborating, but they came to our event and they supported us. So it was our own independent work. We reached the information, but we just wanted them there to like just say, yeah, you did a good job. And to just create a team, having more people come to our event.
It's for around 1 2 years.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to.
Oh, it wasn't really like a raffle. Like I'm using the word raffle very loosely. It was more of like stamps that they're going to pass around and we're gonna have like here with like shampoos and stuff.
Any other questions from the board members?
Thank you.
The next program is Black Women's Playwriters Guild. Is there a club representative from here? Okay. Is there a representative from Black Playwriters Guild?
Oh, no. That club.
Black Women's. Yeah. It's so long. So no, there wasn't a representative that came to any of our budget committee meetings.
What information is not from a registered club with students?
Not on my.
Directors and activities of this town?
Any other questions? All right, so the next one on the list is Kundo.
So we met with Kundo on Monday, and the secretary came in to speak to us, and they hadn't spent any money in the fall, because normally they spend most of their budget on competitions, but they had a lot of new members. They decided not to go to competitions simply because they didn't want to waste the money on a competition that they would lose. They had a rough organization process, so they didn't know like how much money they would spend on competitions. They didn't know if they needed to spend money in the fall, and they didn't have enough.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. So, as it was said, all of our money pretty much goes to competitions that we go to. In the fall semester, that's specifically the Cornell University tournament, which is the only real major one during that time. In the spring semester, that's when we now have two tournaments, one at Columbia University and at Harvard University. And as it was said, during the fall semester this year, we lost a lot of our veteran competitors due to graduation and because they had to serve their time in the military. For those of you that don't know, you're a Korean citizen, you must serve 2 years in the military. We lost our president, secretary, treasurer, and I think even vice president. And we had to pretty much get whatever few people we had left to scrape up for an e-board. The only two voluntary members were myself as secretary and Noah, who unfortunately not be here, was president. The other two members were very inactive during the semester, which I don't blame them. Me and Noah did volunteer to take it upon ourselves, which me being here really didn't do so good. Yeah.
Senator Barad?
Did you figure out how much money you made for competition?
For this semester specifically, for the entire semester, we could use about $2,000 because in previous semesters and competitions, it wasn't all the budget went to that. We didn't spend a dime. Every member who went to these tournaments also had to chip in money as well. It was around about maybe like $40 per competition, depending on which competition was and how far we were going.
Senator Williams?
Did you attend the leadership conference?
Yes, I did.
Senator Barad?
Do you have any events planned for this upcoming semester?
Yes, as far as this semester, we do have 2 tournaments planned, as well as I would like to get maybe a public demonstration to sort of advertise, as well as get people more known about our club.
Senator Williams?
Did some of your,
I'm the secretary currently.
did you read the financial bylaws?
I will speak honestly, I did not read them in the amount of detail they required. I more or less skipped them, to be perfectly honest.
Any other questions? Senator Peterson?
What was your on-campus event?
We haven't had one yet, but the usual, what they do every semester in previous semesters is they would host a orientation or a demonstration to demonstrate what it is Kundo, to show people who are new to the club what it is, and bring people who don't know anything about the martial art into the club.
Approximately,
What's the full expense?
Probably just space that we would need, and maybe some kind of refreshments to serve, like drinks or something, like that snack.
any other questions? Thank you.
the next. Sorry, the next one on the list is National Association of Black Consultants. We don't have any records on file for them as well. They do not attend any of the public committee meetings. Is there a representative? I don't have any context from them. Every email that was sent to them was using their previous year's board emails. We do not have a signature card for them. They do not attend leadership conference. Are there any questions regarding that? The next one on the list is Stony Brook winners. I believe there is a club representative here. Maria, would you like to present that? You right there, sorry.
Yeah, so the treasurer he came to the meeting on Monday, and they did not spend money in the fall. They had a couple of free events on campus, and they did apply for a grant where they got about $9,000 by bills, which I believe they do not use. Correct?
Yes.
So they, from what we were told, they have issues with their e-learning transition processes, and they do have plans for the upcoming semester. But as we spoke with Richard and ourselves, we felt that their budget is very close to the SSC budget. So if they were to lose their line budget, then they're
All right, so yeah, I did want to just for everything, we held one event, just in case you mentioned a couple, I didn't want to have anything wrong. We did hold an event. Originally, we had applied for the asset grant. Like you said, our budget, I believe it was $936, just 900 and something. I don't have it off the top of my head. But we had applied for the asset grant because, of course, we are a performance club, and generally we're a smaller club because it's performance. You can't have 400 people on stage trying to play a bell. It's not going to work. So we applied for the grant because we needed to be able to purchase bells, not only to really stay within our constitution. We actually changed our constitution slightly this last year, so we would still be in compliant with our own mission statement. We added just the word chimes because we were not truly a handbell choir. We were a chime choir, and we have been ever since the beginning. So we've been keeping the small budget. Every year we mainly need music and a few different pieces of equipment and whatnot that's generally manageable, like she said, near the SSC budget. However, for any type of advancement, we needed the actual bells. Once we get those, they've got a life expectancy, and as long as we take care of them, they don't go bad at all. So we applied for the grant. We originally applied for over $10,000. I spoke in the budget community that there was a miscommunication that that it ended up before it came to the Senate that it dropped below, or that it didn't have to come to the Senate because it dropped below 10,000. But we were still waiting to come to the Senate eventually. That was at the same time. I can't remember which one, but there was a concert going on, and so back to the Brook. Back to the Brook. So we didn't. Like, we were still waiting to hear back. It was my responsibility. I should have emailed Catherine beforehand. So what we decided to do, since we were still waiting on the status of the grant, was we redesigned our budget for the year because we knew we had our budget for the entire year. And so we said, okay, well, we're going to have an event. We're going to use our equipment and everything that we have. It's still being USG funded. We were trying to follow all the bylaws. So with our group, we would have music, and so we see it kind of similar to apparel or performance wear, whereas you're expected to be able to use that again the next year. So that's the only reason you can have 10% to go towards your budget. So we were like, well, that's technically a part of funding. So we had our event, like we used music that we had not played before, but it just wasn't spent that semester. Because just to not get too ahead of myself, we reconfigured the budget for the year for our events because we were waiting on the status of the grant. So we decided to do the free event. So then we were denied for the grant. We could possibly rent bells and possibly apply for a revision in this budget revision in the spring because the $900 wouldn't really be enough money to rent bells for the full year. I did want to mention that something I didn't say in the budget committee, were asking me, it's like, your budget's only about $100 over SEC budget. Why, what's the difference? So you're just gonna be knocked back a semester, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Well, I kept thinking, I had said a few different things, like we've been invited to do lots of exciting things. We've been commissioned by 2 composers that are not even New York based. Facebook does wonders to play brand new experimental graphical notation pieces. I don't know if anyone reads music or anything, but some really exciting things. We've had to turn down lots of events because we did not have bells. We were invited to do the windmill lighting out in Southampton. It's so much like the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, but they could do the windmill at Christmas time. We've been invited to play at Suffolk Community College. We could not do it because we didn't have bells. And most of the events that we do attend, whether it's Festival of Lights and Strawberry Fest, we play with chimes. And so chimes, I don't know if you've ever been to hear us perform. It would be amazing if you could hear us. They put microphones up to us, but it's so quiet. It's really for a chamber hall. You need bells to be able to be heard. And recently, we were, after the involvement here, we were looking, and so we have, we have 34 chimes. Generally, a person will play about 3 chimes, so we have 11 spots. One person plays 4 chimes. And so we have 34 chimes, so technically we could have 34 people if you all play one, but that's not really the purpose of music. You have a few different ones. And we currently have the full choir, and we've had an entire, we have 11 more people that are really, really interested and that keep contacting us. And so now we are turning people away if we don't, if we can't return to that. So now it's really an issue of, are we really expanding, or are we just spinning around in a circle and keep going? Of course, yeah, I don't want to talk too long.
Approximately, just part of that is funding organization. I'm not
Correct. We are making do with what we can do. Like I said, I say turn away just because we can't function how we're supposed to function, so we have to figure out how to do something else. So I completely understand. That's the gravity.
I hope you misspoke.
Yeah, don't worry.
I saw a couple of lines.
It's the gravity.
Senator Williams.
I did, and we all took this. We do have a new secretary. We're signing the new signature card. So Andrea is not on the list just yet. We read the bylaws and everything. Like I said, or rather I, because I was treasurer, this was all my fault for doing. I thought I was using USG funds by doing things that we purchased that were expected to be used for a long period of time. So I thought I was still in compliance. And let's see.
Senator Broad.
What exactly happened?
No, it's on my campus fine, that was up there.
It went, we spoke later, it went to our campus line. However, we, due to miscommunication, I'm not sure why, we thought it still needed to come to the Senate. And so we didn't really log in to check campus line because we had never come to the Senate. But it ended up, there was a revision that it went back down to 9,500, so it never came to the Senate, and I just wasn't aware.
Oh, so you went on down to your campus line?
Right. Right, because I didn't think it had ever come through yet.
Capobianco-Hogan.
As the notes say, the secretary was on campus line from November, just the new November, right?
Secretary, I'm sorry?
Yeah, the secretary was on campus line from November.
All right, we had elections in December. I'm not sure what happened with her campus line. I know we had a couple of issues, like our president was on campus line. I saw it and then it disappeared, and we're doing a new signature card. So I know the new secretary. I'm not sure if.
Yes, that's still on.
Yeah, we have to recheck. I know I'm on campus line.
Right. It's simple record. So not all your e-board members are accredited campus.
Correct.
For this, when was the new e-board members officially the e-board?
We officially as of January 1st, but we are just now coming back to school. We had it in our constitution that you technically start with, or rather, I can't remember exactly what it is for the spring semester that they start. I could look into the exact date, but we just haven't had this in current yet. We have an e-board meeting set up to.
Senator Peterson.
Okay, so you got the grant then?
Apparently, yes.
So you have that money.
Correct.
So if we buy, if you offset as a fee budget, you're still going to have that money? No?
No.
Not at all?
We lose all of it, and so it's just.
I thought.
Proxy Barad. No? Are there any other questions from the group members? Yeah.
So,
Guys.
back to our main issue is, our budget's not that much over SSC, but the main issue is our grant. We've been a bell choir for around 4 years now. We had a rough e-board transition, but like I said, our main concern is our grant for our bells as a bell choir. Bells, like Richard mentioned, they're not gonna go bad. As long as you maintain them, they're an asset. They don't really lose too much value. They're around for hundreds of years. Seriously, if you keep them well. So that was like our main concern. It's not so much our budget as much as our grant. In a way we can work around so we can still get some sort of money for the grant and then advance our club further to the level that we would like to achieve.
Any other questions? Yeah, thank you.
The next club on the list is SB Free Thinkers. Is there a club representative?
Free thinkers? No?
Okay, so they did not attend either grant meetings either, or the budget committee meetings.
Can you clarify, do they have, signature cards on deck and,
Did not, they don't have, we don't have a signature card for them. Their old e-board was emailed. They did not attend the leadership conference, and so we don't have any.
are they registered?
I looked them up on SB Live, and they were on SB Live.
We're not, if you're noticing, they're not registered with free next week.
Oh.
For SB Free Thinkers?
Yeah, in the first sentence.
Oh, I copied and pasted a couple things, that's a typo, apologies.
Any questions for Treasurer Michelle about free thinkers?
Alright, the next club on the list is Jim Taking Name at Challenges. Is there a club representative?
Yes.
Floor is yours.
Okay, so we had a pretty rough transition to the start of this academic year. Our president, as of our elections in spring of last academic year, had to resign at the start of the semester because he would not be able to attend any of our general body meetings during campus lifetime because of class conflicts. We had tried to find a different time for our e-board meetings, but were unable to do so. And our general body meetings that would work very well keeping. So he decided that the best thing for him to do for the club would be for him to resign so that someone who could be present at those meetings would be the president of the club and different people would actually vote at all. I was, up until the start of the semester, fall semester, I was vice president, so I was president when she resigned, and really the decision about that happened within about a week or two before the start of the semester. And I had never been a member of the club's board prior. I was a member of the whole council board for a while, but never the club board, and I So our secretary was also, doing all kinds of member, but new to the staff people, and our treasurer was our secretary before. And, our new vice president that we elected last semester, the member seat was decided. So it's been somewhat chaotic with that. Like you, and they actually getting everyone information, get a full signature card. After we had elections, I came to the office to pick up a copy of the signature card, and had been told that, actually, I think that which one was actually what was told him that it was going to be typed so that you'd actually read them. So I actually did all the information, that actually took a few weeks because some people forgot to respond to it and they had to test it for the time. Technically, not something to teach someone for, so it's not like I could plus that big everything totally, so there was some communication with them people. And it wasn't until actually this week that we can only able to get everyone to sign in, because we only got the last information the last week of the semester, of the fall semester. So we really could not spend the entire semester because of the legal transition. Sure. Sorry.
Talk to us now.
Says very rough situation where it's on the online itself. And it's very unfortunate. So it's to see how we really beneficial for this community to rebuilding here, but a lot of ideas rise and back up to everything and something that SSC can guide on organizations do wonders. So I thought that this also sounds right now and it doesn't.
Was that a reference to a Phoenix?
Sure.
Senator Williams, did you read the financial guidance?
I read some section that pretty well wrote most of the regulations from being mail and Chase Sanders. I haven't read into line by line in the past few months or anything like that, but I'm pretty well aware most of the stuff. We couldn't, no matter what we wanted to do, we couldn't spend money on anything because of the issue of elections and the signature card.
Senator Polito.
Are you registered with the Department of Student Activities?
As far as I'm aware, yes, we have a campus sign, which for some reason was not updated when our signature cards went in back in the end of last spring. It still is the only person that actually was updated for was our former president who resigned to start the semester. He's still listed as president, he's still graduated. No one else is on there, and I'm not sure what's really going on today. I stopped by the
I was wondering, sorry. For SQ, right?
we all want SQ like anything. Oh, sorry. But actually, I don't know what's going on with their campus sign. I jumped on David to see about that. And they're working on it.
Any other questions?
What is your club do? What is it?
SAC is a disability advocacy and awareness club. We actually were supposed to run an event at the start of the fall semester, which we were unable to do because of the needs. Also, the use of budget at all, and it seems to might have been some issues with emails about what we have to do in preparation for not going to request people with the board transition right now. So there was some issues with that. So we weren't able to do things that we had to cancel.
Senator Williams.
My understanding, you didn't make the signature card.
We had a signature card submitted at the end of the spring semester. The new signature card, what we actually didn't get in until this semester because we didn't get the everyone's information until the end. I was doing my best to get that information. I asked our cousin, who was our community officer, repeatedly, and she forgot to send it to me. And I finally was able to get from her by our second to last meeting. And unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it to our last meeting to sign it back. Yes, ours, what I had everything signed and submitted Tuesday, Wednesday this week to make sure that was being fixed. And actually, recently I got an email about email addresses not being correct, that it could be related to our previous signature card for some reason, because all of our current ones do in fact have campus file accounts.
Senator Rod.
How can I know that you
I wasn't told that we expected to have more than just one student.
Senator Williams.
Is there a reason when you did it to the budget meeting on Wednesday?
Yes, I had a fax during that time slot. And I got any questions then. And I emailed her to start telling her that I would not be able to make it to that, but would be able to come to this. I waited for email said that I could come to either. So I didn't realize it would be expected for me to also attend that, since it said 4.
Right.
And
Just for clarification, the other EC members knew about the.
I did forward them the email I had gotten after I received it. But once again, we didn't know that we were expected to attend both.
No.
So, yes, I have a glance at it. The event we were planning to have at the beginning of the semester was the Physical Disability Info Fair, which is on disabilities that aren't outwardly apparent. Things like autism, anxiety disorder, well, that's a type of autism, but anxiety, OCD, depression, etc. There is also our Spread the Word to End the Word, which is, we've been doing for a few years, and it is about stopping the use of the R word. I assume that everyone, I'm not sure if I assume that everyone knows. There is also something that we have planned for this semester, particularly a kind of a new event. Basically, it's trying to, we'd like to see about bringing back a whole event from, I'm not sure exactly when it stopped happening, but the universities have an ADA awareness disability in active disability or something. Basically a disability university with a very dramatic reason recently. That was run by the ADA coordinator. It was week-long. Staff was one of the organizations involved in it, and it had been going on with 60 articles about it from 96, I think. That's actually how I found out about this one. And just deducting that back, so the daily expense that went on through it.
Senator Cheslak.
You've been able to get your phone together this year to discuss the investment?
Yeah.
Senator Williams.
My last question is, you were indicating that attending.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
And the last couple on the list is Young Americans for Freedom. They, I don't believe are represented to submit reviews. Is there a club representative? Are there any questions regarding that one?
You get contacted from them at all?
I was contacted by the club and they told me that they don't exist anymore.
All right. I guess since we're through with everything, anybody has any other questions for Rashawn? We have a motion on the table, or we take it from each club basis? Proxy just.
I'm just gonna get the general motion. So I'm gonna motion to $42,266.16 from the club mentioned under the appropriation to the grant fund.
Why don't you just approve the act? Second by Senator Powell. Yes.
So we're not voting on the policy at all.
No, this is, now we are in debate, so now you can make further motions to take it on like an allocation basis, like each individual club, examining it per case. But now we're in discussion and debate. Yes.
Just a comment on, there are some clubs that really think that we should be doing SSC because it's really useful help. But there are some other clubs that I think that they would not benefit from it.
You want to maybe elaborate on which ones those are?
The students' meetings, the challenges, the Asian American Journal.
Senator Williams.
I just want to say that it would be fair to accepting since all folks here do violate the bylaws and do violate the bylaws. And I feel like usually small exceptions wouldn't be right.
Proxy Justiniano.
So I'll give a little bit of one. If we lose some plus SSC, there's no potential for them to go for $150. The other ones would be to the budget to the so I mean, and then SSC doesn't.
No, that was fine. I meant that like some clubs, like I don't mean that anybody should. I didn't mean like move just some of those SSC. I meant that some of them like I feel like they would benefit from moving. I'm not saying like how much we should cut yet, but I do feel like every club should be cut for their full number. I don't mean that some clubs should not have a budget.
Proxy Icochia.
I was gonna say, we have 140 clubs who did, fall bottles who are not here today. Every single club has the same chance to read bottles, has the same opportunities to go to fall leadership conferences. And again, we're here with a small group of people who probably volunteer that they agree to follow. On the other hand, by us cutting these clubs, we are affecting the clubs directly. We are giving this money to the clubs who have followed bylaws and can use the money for the rest of the club on campus. By us not cutting these clubs, we're necessarily not going to be able to give more money to the clubs who have followed bylaws and to possibly prevent for the student community, which is what we collect the students.
If I can continue on this. Senator Chapman.
Like you mentioned before, I feel like certain clubs add to the community aspect. I feel like the event that Black Women's Association puts on are definitely violence for the semester, and that we would consider that one of the something that's the
Senator Williams.
But I do feel like we should also consider
Proxy Justiniano.
Yeah, kind of that's the point. That's kind of showing the greater that we feel are worthy of attention. They're all.
Senator Guido.
I agree with the notions of Senator Cheslak that, while some clubs do provide a good opportunity and do have a good mission with the campus, Proxy Coachy does have a point that we can't allow these clubs, correct.
Treasurer Michelle.
This one's with the Beacon for Black Women's Association. They were previously named Black Women's Weekend, which means renamed for copyright purposes. They were brought to the table 2 years ago for the same exact problem, and the Senate kept them fully. That was vetoed by at the time President Emma Lubitz. When it came back to the Senate, they were given a cut of 40%.
Senator Peterson. Context. Thank you. Senator Peterson.
Adding on to the Clarkson Association thing, their problem is also very technical compared to the others. Like I feel like a lot of the other clubs didn't seem to have, they didn't really know what they were doing as much, but this club seemed to have really technical solutions behind their voucher.
Senator Wilson.
Just play devil's advocate on what Elizabeth Peterson said. Vinny did mention that we probably should look into the contract. Just to,
I think we should just also consider if this has ever happened in the past with some of the clubs, like potentially in the clubs that it happened maybe in the previous years, maybe something like other clubs, maybe this is the first time, and it's just in communication, maybe something got in the way, so I think that's also considered.
Senator Williams.
But the highlight right here is going to, people do mess up, but we have to hold it when we see it.
Similar follow-up, just to say that I'm sure if you look at, as Oscar was saying, there are over 140 clubs. I'm sure in some of those other clubs too, you had, other keyboard issues, miscommunication otherwise, but, assuming that something like that also happened, they were still able to get what they needed to be done.
Senator Guido.
Question for Treasurer Michelle, if we were to move the line budget from the, they automatically go to SSC, or will we have to write a separate act?
They're looking with the FCC since it's in direct violation of the bylaws, and the bylaws say that they should be in the fund line budget, and when you fund line budget, there's still, by the FCC bylaws, they're still eligible for funding, so you just.
And would they follow? Would that apply, would they automatically receive some sort of funding, or they will apply separately with the means of SSC?
They would apply separately within the means of SSC.
Thank you.
Proxy Jessiano.
Just as a final point, it's not like we need these clubs on their own. I mean, I don't want to say they don't, but we can try to work with them. We check through these, if you want to reach them individually, once to settle with the topics, where at least once a month they would email notifying us for education. We try to reach out to them, we try to do our part. It's important for having it, and then we can do more.
Proxy, I'm sorry, Senator Capobianco.
Very similar point with you, that, a lot of times with clubs that they won't be able to work their ideal point if they don't have as much money as they do now. That's not to say if they're not happy with what they do, if they're not, really for it, that they won't otherwise try and make it work with what they're given. At some point or another, they didn't have a budget. They didn't have any kind of funding, and they still did what they do. So.
Senator Williams.
There are other ways to get money to do what you want to do. There's fundraising, it's not impossible to do what you want to do. So, if you still want to do what you're supposed to do, you violate the bylaws, you have consequences. That's its own power. But it's not impossible to come back to it.
Montana, Senator Williams. Senator Proxy Co-Chair.
I was going to say, for the senators who were not here at the leadership conference, there was a workshop simply dedicated to campus. There was just one group where every single club attendant had to learn about campus money. Where put in contact with somebody who could contact in case of problems with campus money. At the same time, the last slide of the leadership conference is just a slide with campus information. Just every single club should get the email, the office, or one of the future. So if the chooses that could get in touch with her, then you should take a look at your leadership conference.
Senator Reilly.
Yes, I would just
I agree with it for most clubs except for the SB Rangers. They didn't spend any money, but they did hold free events and they did use new music that I believe they bought with the previous budget. And my only concern for this club is that
This is to be clarified, because it's also in the minutes. Asian American Journal held a free event as well as Black Women Association.
Okay, yeah.
As well as
my main concern is that with the grant that they had trouble knowing where they got it or not. There were 11 people that wanted to join the club and couldn't join it to the full capacity of the club, and I believe that's hurting some of the community for those 11 people.
Senator Williams.
If this act does pass, you can also always come to senators and ask, what else can we do to receive more funding? We can give you some extra, we can give you some help. That's what we're here for. But we also have to have like a kind of bylaw, which is what I'm going to try yeah, even though they did hold these free events, I mean, you could have people on campus that hold free events. The purpose of having these from the budget to use money for the
Also, really kind of his own, even if it's almost just to kind of act as like a safety net for this, for one of those free events, even if they just bought 2 bottles of soda for it, that's enough for this. So, it's not like, whether it's the amount of budget or otherwise, you don't really have to, go out and let here to do it. It's very simple, in my opinion.
Treasurer Michelle.
I think the point that Senator Young is trying to make is that, yes, American Journal and Black Women's Association both put on events, but they were not using equipment that was previously purchased through the USG budget. SBU Ringers, they did hold events that used items that were previously purchased with the USG budget was used as student activity this recent semester. Just as a point of clarification, and I would urge that you read Part A of the Appropriations Act, where it states a club or organization shall solely host at least one event per semester that is funded in whole or in part by the student activity. Failure to do so will result in the loss of non-budget status.
Roxy Acosia.
The point of SSC is to help clubs who are struggling with financial responsibility be ready to get bumped up to full budget on status. And cutting these clubs is necessarily not going to end the club. It's going to give them less money, improve themselves to be financially responsible, which I think is a really big step just for themselves to become a more functional keyboard, because there are more opportunities to come to meetings, have to handle a smaller budget in which they actually have to plan everything out ahead of time. And I think that would be a big step for every club that's here in space. Club that's been problems with their own keyboard or with budget managing or financial responsibility. So by them actually going to SSC, we could actually be helping the moment of the club itself by making sure that we teach the up-and-coming people who are in this club how to properly manage the budget. So when if they do get back to budget on status, we don't run into this problem 2 years down the line like they have with some of the clubs that we see here today.
Just want to say, although we've heard a per case basis for clubs, I would ask you guys to keep a neutral viewpoint. The decision today will be a precedent for the meeting. Proxy Justiana. Senator Williams. Second by Proxy Justiana. Because it's a 2/3 vote, do we have 16 members here present? We'll go to a standing vote. So on the motion, all those in favor of ending debate, please stand on the motion to end debate. The motion fails. It is 2/3 of the seats at Senate, which is 22, and since we have 16 members present, we require all 16 to stand and have a 2/3 vote. So debate will continue.
One club in particular, I think would be really sad that it's technicality, like having budget in the spring and the events in the spring. I know it's a precedent that we have to set, and they try to use more money, and that's what it's getting me.
Hold on. That is 60, I'm sorry, I thought our count was 16. So the motion passed.
Who are the individuals who stood?
There was three
for
individuals,
Nancy?
Cheslak, on the motion to end the debate, all those in favor, please stand. All right, the motion passes. So, going on the motion to approve the Appropriations Act number 2.
Senator Andreotti.
Pass.
Pass.
Senator Blazin Brown. Oh, excuse me. Proxy Barad. Senator Barad. Senator Cheslak. Senator DiVirgilio. Senator Ippolito.
Nay.
Senator Zhang. Senator Kumar. Senator Lakshmana. No. Senator Lambrosino.
Nay.
Proxy Justiniano. Senator Mealy.
Nay.
Senator Meow.
No.
Senator Peterson.
Yeah.
PPT Pomeroy.
Aye.
Senator Scomiao. Proxy Akochia.
Aye.
Senator Wilkinson.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
Aye.
We return to Senator Andreotti.
No.
No.
Proxy Barad.
Aye.
Senator Barad.
Yes.
Senator Cheslak. Senator Zhang. Senator Kumar.
Yes.
Senator Scomiao.
Yes.
With the vote of 11-7-1, the motion passed.
As a point of clarification, the Appropriation Act's purpose was to take the funds from the organizations that violate the financial bylaws and put it in the debt. There was some clarification that since they do violate the bylaws, they're not going to be able to use those funds anyway. That's why the Appropriation Act was made. So, we had a motion to be considered, but that was the purpose of this act.
Only someone who voted, yeah.
On
Yes.
the side.
Motion to reconsider.
Wilson first.
You made a motion.
Say no.
Move to reconsider?
Your second?
Second.
Yes. Is this debate?
Yes, does anyone not understand what the senator or the treasurer just said?
Yeah.
Everyone understand? Yeah. The money is not used in danger?
I believe the senators understand. It wasn't clarified earlier. Senator Brock.
If you were to implement a percentage, they still have to use the money.
The bylaws say that if they want to use funds in one semester, they're not, that's a direct violation. If you violate the bylaws, you're not allowed to use funds in compliance. For that, we're not able to come into that.
Senator Sienna, Proxy Sienna. All right. Is there any other debate? Seeing none, yes.
So,
Why is it the public only understanding if they're automatically not going to have it anyway?
It gives you guys the opportunity to determine whether or not you want to shift them from line budget, but that's not what's in question on the appropriation act. The appropriation act is whether to shift their funds to the grant.
So that would have to be a separate motion.
So being that the motion failed to pass this, it was either I move on with the agenda or we take it on a per case basis and reinstate them fully. As of now, they are suspended because of the clauses that we have in our bylaws. However, if you feel as if it needs to be done today, as a Senate, we can bring them back and reinstate them fully, cut them a certain percentage and allow them to work with that. This is what we decide today. Now, right now, we're on the motion to reconsider the vote of moving all funds to the grant pool of those 9, 12. Senator,
From my understanding, if we did put them back on line budget after this, then the money would already be granted.
no, if we reinstate their line budget status and ignore their violations, then they'll be able to use their funds fully.
We have to ignore the violation before this passes.
Well, if you motion to reinstate them in line budget status and when it passes, then they have full right to use the money, and they're no longer in violation of Senator Williams. Do you need further clarification?
I guess the way it works, like if the act is passed, then the money goes to the grant. But if the act fails, I mean that, hey, there's something that has to be explained, which means things that we whatever else happened.
Okay. So in the passive, they are automatically frozen because of the violation. But the Senate could actively reinstate them, but it needs active, it can't, it needs formally say, I motion to reinstate. Is there any other debate on the motion to reconsider the Appropriations Act number 2? Yes.
And can we do that now?
What?
We do.
Yeah, you can make a motion.
Okay. I'm not going to make a motion yet, but I do just want to agree with what I mentioned before. For the case of the rumors, I don't know about how you feel about the other clubs, but for this club, we are like, these bylaws were put in place so that they wouldn't be using money, or they wouldn't be not using money and disadvantaging students. But as of right now, we're disadvantaging the students by taking away the money. And that's why the bylaws were put in here, and so we don't want to go against the reason why the bylaws are by following the bylaws.
Senator Brock.
If you remind that we have to be point neutral, so just because with the rigors, we have to see winners we have to.
Yes, Senator Kumar.
Second.
Well, listen, if there's no more debate, it will end and we'll go into a roll call. Is there any other debate? You do? Okay. Is there a second? There's a second by Senator Williams. We will go to a standing vote on the motion to end debate. All those in favor of ending debate, please stand. Motion fails. Moving on. Senator Mueller.
In light of what's in the red thread, I think that we should consider,
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, so in light of what Senator Brett said, I think that we should cut each club by a certain percentage so as to move them closer to SSC budget to get them reorganized in their club, but not to disconvenience them entirely.
So, you want to make that motion, you can remove them from the act, and then the act go through with those the remaining, and then you deal with them separately after this act is passed. Proxy, co-chair.
Even if they are, they'll get they could apply for a budget of a small amount, so they could just find small amounts and be financial cost. This isn't necessarily going to be normal at SSC.
But for what I was saying before, they would do that.
He's talking about the SV ratings.
Yes, but at the same time, are we holding a couple of different standards and cultures and
But from my understanding, the grant that they didn't really have was the reason that they couldn't fund it, which they still tried to do. And they were using student activity fee, as was stated in the
Please direct all everything to the chair. I'm sorry, not the chair. Senator Wilkinson.
I don't think it's fair that we're making sure.
Excuse me?
I don't think it's fair that we're not looking at them all and doing things.
Senator Peterson.
Motion to end the baby back?
For a second.
Second.
Second by Senator Lambruschino. On the motion to end debate, please stand. The motion passes. So now, on the motion to, no, wait, where is that? Oh, wait, no, we're on the motion to reconsider. On the motion to reconsider, right, on the motion passes. On the motion to reconsider the Appropriations Act number 2.
Senator Andriagi.
Yes.
Proxy Barad.
Aye.
Senator Barad.
Yes.
Senator Cheslak. Senator DiVirgilio.
Yes.
Senator Ippolito.
Aye.
Senator Jiang. Senator Kumar.
Yes.
Senator Lakshmanan.
Yeah.
Senator Lamborghino.
Aye.
Proxy Justiniano.
Yes.
Senator Mealy.
Nay.
Senator Meow.
Yes.
Senator Peterson.
Yes.
Senator Pomeroy.
Aye.
Senator Scomial.
Yes.
Senator, excuse me, Proxy Icochia.
Yes.
Senator Wilkinson.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
Aye.
The vote of 18-0, the motion passes. Now, we are reconsidering the Appropriations Act number 2. There are no motions on the table. Senator Williams.
Motion to approve appropriation act number 2.
Second.
Seconded by Senator Pomeroy. Is there any debate? Seeing none? No debate. Seeing none, we'll move to a roll call. On the motion to approve the Appropriations Act number 2.
Senator Andriani. Proxy Barad.
Aye.
Senator Barad.
Yes.
Senator Cheslak. Senator DiVirgilio.
Yes.
Senator Ippolito.
Aye.
Senator Jiang. Senator Kumar.
Yes.
Senator Lakshmanan.
Yes.
Senator Lamborghino.
Yes.
Proxy Justiniano.
Yes.
Senator Mealy.
Aye.
Senator Meow.
Yes.
PPT Pomeroy.
Aye.
Senator Peterson.
Yes.
Senator Scomial.
Yes.
Proxy Icochia.
Yes.
Senator Wilkinson.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
Aye.
With a vote of 18-10, the motion passes. Moving on in the agenda. I apologize, I should have put you guys before this. Tyco Ties is SSC budget request. I would just ask that you guys refer to the minutes before asking them any superfluous questions that might have been answered by the committee.
Really short.
Okay, so hi, we're Tyco Ties, we're, applying for a budget of, it's 700 something. 721.
$751, sorry, got rid of the total.
We're planning for $751 this semester because we're planning on buying a couple of new instruments for our club, and at the same time, we're also planning on going on an off-campus trip this weekend, so we need to get money. But the reimbursement, that's pretty sort. It's all budgeted. So yes, yes, that's pretty much it. Unless you guys have questions.
Yes, VP Tassia.
I just wanted to let you all know this is their second semester having a probationary budget, and last semester they were given $742 and they spent $760, so they did.
Yes, Proxy Cristiano.
At the SSC meeting, they also mentioned a ton of other expenses that they're going out of pocket, so they didn't even roll that whole thing out.
Yes.
To approve budget $700.
Is there any debate? Yes. Are there any objections to a standing vote? Seeing none, we will move to a standing vote. All those in favor of approving the, hold on, of the Tyco Ties budget for $751, please stand. Yeah. Thank you. Congratulations. Moving on to the next item on the agenda. Again, I apologize. SBU Committee. Like I said before, if you guys have any questions, please refer to the minutes before asking them. It might have been answered in the budget. But we have to show it. I did it before.
Yeah. Hello. I'm here to request.
Gallery, I would ask that you guys please refrain from speaking, just so that people can be heard.
I'm here on behalf of PNG. We are requesting a budget of $500.16. Part of that is to go to a speaker who we'd like to bring to campus and several events which we regularly do. Also equipment for the club.
Yes,
Just for the record, we ended up selecting the markers for the motorsport. That's after the conversation.
Yes.
So the actual total is 4121, but it all goes to the advancement as things for the LGBTQ and the
Could you repeat that figure, please?
$481.
VP Pasio.
I'd also like to vouch for this club as well. They were given $535.64 last semester. They spent $535, so they did a really good job as well.
Proxy Akosia.
Motion to pass the BPNG budget for 41.21 cents.
Second. Please, can you just repeat the amount?
481.21 cents.
Second. Second by PPT Pomeroy. Is there any debate? Yes.
Just for the sake of the minutes, what is Oh Joy Sex Toy?
That is a sex ed comic online that has been put into a book form, and we would like to purchase it because it is a youth-friendly and LGBTQ-friendly sex education book.
Yes. What does 13C mean in your description?
Some of those items. Those are all books, and I wrote one general statement for books, and at the bottom it is labeled 13C.
What is the, maybe what's
It looks like that cell is cut off. Can I?
Proxy, he was at the meeting.
Yeah. 13C is C on the chart, 13 down. So the bride wore black leather and you look fabulous. That justification is one that's for the academy and the union.
Is there any other debate? Seeing none, we'll move to a roll call vote. On the motion to approve the SBU TNG Club for $181.21.
Senator Andriagi.
Yeah.
Senator Andriagi.
Oh, I said yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Proxy Barad.
Yes.
Senator Barad.
Yes.
Senator Cheslak.
Yes.
Senator DiVirgilio.
Yes.
Senator Ippolito.
Abstain.
Senator Zhang.
Yes.
Senator Kumar.
Yes.
Senator Lakshmana.
Yes.
Senator Lambrosino.
Aye.
Proxy Justiniano.
Yes.
Senator Mealy.
Aye.
Senator Meow.
Yes.
Senator Peterson.
Yes.
PPT Pomeroy.
Aye.
Senator Scomial.
Yes.
Proxy Acochia.
Yes.
Senator Wilkinson.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
See.
With a vote of 18-0-1, the motion passes. Congratulations. Moving on to open agenda. I didn't share this yet with those who were approved, but I thought I'd iterate at the Senate meeting. So those whose senator project proposals were approved and are available on the USG Google Drive are Hamza Saeed, Ashley Andriagi, Taylor Barad, Joseph DiVirgilio, Lulu Kang, Arjun Kumar, Isabella Scomial, Tyler Wilkinson, and Christopher Williams. Godspeed, guys, and good luck with your project. The only other announcement that I have, I just please remind you guys to send your office hours to Mary so that the front desk can have them so that she's coming. Proxy, Justiniano.
One thing that was kind of very present today is something that definitely needs a stronger focus is e-board transition. It's something that I know Taylor's doing on this project. It's something that I'm working with students to be in the workshop and actually get children to activate. You guys have club members that you know, whether you're a club you're a part of or just clubs that you work with, please bring them to this sort of thing because it's a great way to kind of get these board situations early.
Senator Barad.
I also like to extend that announcement message to all the clubs that were affected by the Appropriations Act today. When you go to SSC, feel free to email me. I can come over there and give you my email because I am working. That is my Senate project to work with clubs. So you guys.
Senator Williams.
Just want to reiterate that we don't hate clubs. I know it might seem that way sometimes, but I mean, we have to follow these bylaws at least poorly. So please don't go off on any hate us or take away your money because no honesty is their fault. And you have to take it into account.
Anything else for open agenda? Senator Williams, Senator Williams.
So yeah, two things tonight. Talk about it.
Yeah. Oh yes.
So my project hasn't been approved yet because of funds or something. My memory is gone. But anyway, so I'm making a music leadership program for a trial period in the spring. It'll now be going through the tutorship over Mendy and West. Residential tutoring. So if you want to learn an instrument or have an instrument that you know that you want to teach someone, come see me after. Second thing is that I don't know where Nathan is, but we are planning to have senators go around to hall councils and talk about what USG is and let people know that USG exists and it's not just concerts. So if you guys are residential students or if you get into residential buildings, then please come see me after so we can fill out a doodle or something.
Is there anything from the gallery? Oh, yes.
Just so people know the live stream, if anyone knows anyone who wants to see, what's going on during the meetings and stuff. But if I could is there any chalk? Thank you. Put the page for the live stream.
Timothy Delta?
Yeah. Can I just make a suggestion? After we had a lot of problems with, I know signature cards are a big thing, and just USG
there's just such an electronic campus, is possibly doing a Google document or a survey in lieu of the signature card. So have it online, so when all the email addresses are entered into that signature card, it goes directly into the folder. There's no handwriting discrepancies, papers getting lost. It's all at once, and then you get, confirmation of your email and you submitted it, and it's done. It's easier for everybody.
Really noted. Senator Brook?
That's another part of my project. I'm working on a re-registration process, so if you have any ideas, feel free to email me, and I'll stop by anyway.
Anything else from the gallery? Yes, VP Myers.
So, City is doing a movie series, last Guardians of the Galaxy. Attendance was pretty good for the first show. Tomorrow we're talking Big Hero 6 to the movie auditorium at 8 p.m. We've already given away about 200 of 300 different tickets. We get pick up tickets between 9 and 5 o'clock box office. If you don't fill out, there will be tickets available at doors. But if you want to go, don't depend on that. So come by.
Yes.
So I'm here for 2 hours. Consistency. My first is that I agree with your passing the bylaws. You should follow the bylaws. You guys have been with the bylaws for like even though it's like it's like some why not change? You guys have that authority. Add certain extra rules. We have certain clubs that are you have 2 options. Either A, the bylaws are hardcore, which is that you have to put on an event. But if you're saying stuff like just have soda there, what's the point? Right? What's the point?
Just have what?
Just have 3 bottles of soda. Like, what's the point? That's not really arguing against bylaws. So I would say have some kind of specification for what kind of club you are. That way, you can, for example, if you're something like the journalism, you don't focus on events, but they do have services on campus. Why should they put on events? That's not really what they're for. But if you do have a club that's focused on a semester, why not have that under bylaws so you can literally add these things that so you have great examples here for how those clubs act. There's services for the campus, stuff like if you don't focus both semesters, maybe you are heavy one semester, like some clubs are really training the first semester, go to club, go to like events. And you all were talking about how you were, conflicted. So why not just, for the future, set that bylaw?
I just want to there was a didn't have problems with bylaws. I ended up looking in one day, and a lot of the things they really have an issue with apparel and performance wear. And a lot of like other sports, costumes and things like that. They came in and they help us rely on better their it's not impossible for clubs to come in, take a look at the bylaws and say, hey, this part doesn't really help us out. And the tax really functions, so it's not impossible for you to do that.
Yeah, like you said, it happened earlier in the year. Proxy.
I just say that for following the bylaws, read the bylaws, and then following out of it. That's a big issue that you have. Like if the club through the bylaws, probably never gonna have a problem when it comes out to anybody usually.
Proxy Josiano.
Motion.
Second by Senator Brook. Are there any objections? Seeing none, motion passes. Thank you guys. Thank you for all those who ran.